Culture from procon.org. Cancel culture, also known as call-out culture, is the removal, canceling, of support for individuals and their work due to an opinion or action on their part deemed objectionable to the parties calling them out. The individuals are typically first called out on social media to magnify the public knowledge of their perceived offense, whereupon the campaign to cancel ensues. The canceling can take several forms, including the exerting of pressure on organizations to cancel an individual's public appearances or speaking engagements, and, in the case of businesses deemed offensive, organizing boycotts of their products. Celebrities and social and political leaders are frequently the target of cancel campaigns. Actor and comedian Bill Cosby, who was found guilty in 2018 of drugging and sexually assaulting a woman and accused of assault by more than 50 women, is only one of many recent high-profile examples. But everyday people can be caught in the crosshairs as well. The cancel campaigns are not always so successful or one-sided. In July of 2020, after Goya Foods CEO Robert Unanue praised President Trump for promoting an Hispanic Prosperity Initiative, liberal Latino leaders organized a boycott of Goya products despite his similar praise of President Obama. Instead of bankrupting the company, the call-out prompted the Bodega and Small Business Association to come to the company's defense with a boycott to support the more than 13,000 shops that sell Goya products and thousands of Black and Latino Goya employees. Call-out culture is not new. What is new, however, is social media's ability to boost the speed, scope, and impact of a call-out and the influence this has had on traditional bastions of free speech, such as college campuses. Let's look at the pros of cancel culture first. Pro 1. Call-out culture allows marginalized people to seek accountability where the justice system fails. The #MeToo movement gave many women and some men the ability to call out their abusers in a forum where the accusations might be heard and matter. By October 2018, the end of the first year of #MeToo, 429 people faced 1,700 allegations of sexual misconduct. That cohort included the powerful Harvey Weinstein, now convicted of third-degree rape and a first-degree criminal sexual act. Weinstein is the outlier in terms of criminal justice. Few powerful men are convicted of sexual misconduct. As of July 3, 2020, #MeToo allegations have resulted in only 7 convictions and 5 other people charged with sexual misconduct. However, 201 men in positions of power lost their jobs in the first year of #MeToo due to sexual misconduct allegations that were posted on social media. Beyond #MeToo, other movements are able to demand justice. Black Lives Matter has repeatedly called out the killing of Black men in particular by police officers. The result was perhaps the biggest global civil rights movement in history, when 15 to 26 million people marched globally for Black rights in June of 2020. Call-out culture is simply a new form of boycott, a cherished tactic in the civil rights movement to bring about social change. Lisa Nakamura, PhD, professor and director of the Digital Studies Institute at the University of Michigan, states that call-out culture is a cultural boycott. It's an agreement not to amplify, signal boost, give money to. People talk about the attention economy. When you deprive someone of your attention, you're depriving them of livelihood. She elaborates, socially irredeemable things are said on platforms all the time, but cancellation provides a culture of accountability. If you don't have the ability to stop something through political means, what you can do is refuse to participate. Boycotts have long been associated with civil rights movements, with the most famous, perhaps, being the Montgomery bus boycott, began in 1955 after Rosa Parks refused to sit in the back of an Alabama bus. Meanwhile, at least 800 big brands like Coca-Cola, Unilever, and Ford are using cancel culture to boycott Facebook advertising due to the platform's refusal to censor the speech of organizations deemed hate groups. Let's look at the cons of cancel culture. Call-out culture amounts to online bullying and can incite violence and threats even worse than the original offense being called out. Assam Ahmed, author and community organizer, notes that canceling an everyday person without compassion for the complexities of that person's life amounts to bullying. For instance, most callouts I have witnessed immediately render anyone who has committed a perceived wrong as an outsider to the community. One action becomes a reason to pass judgment on someone's entire being, as if there is no difference between a community member or friend and a random stranger walking down the street, who is, of course, also someone's friend. Call-out culture can end up mirroring what the prison industrial complex teaches us about crime and punishment, to banish and dispose of individuals rather to engage them as people with complicated stories and histories. A single call-out frequently snowballs into a mob attack on an individual. Alex Miranda, a high school student, explained, "Death threats are oftentimes among the list of obscene proclamations directed towards canceled individuals, which elevate the resented climate to an even more alarming state and can lead to real-life detriments." From this perspective, social media users' retaliation against those who are canceled is sometimes more offensive than the exposed behavior of the offender themselves. Call-out culture is not productive and does not bring about social change. President Barack Obama stated, if I tweet or hashtag about how you didn't do something right or use the wrong verb, then I can sit back and feel pretty good about myself because, man, you see how woke I was. I called you out. That's not activism. That's not bringing about change. If all you're doing is casting stones, you're probably not going to get that far. That's easy to do. As Patrisse Khan-Cullors, co-founder of Black Lives Matter, notes, people don't understand that social activist organizing isn't going online and cussing people out or going to a protest and calling something out. Activism is hard work, entailing sometimes boring meetings, strategy sessions, building a campaign, and getting petitions signed. Frequently, call-out culture backfires and garners sympathy for the alleged offender, leading to continued support by fans. Louis C.K., for sexual misconduct, took what amounts to a 10-month vacation before selling out dozens of comedy shows. After enduring decades of cancellations and documentaries about their alleged misdeeds, both R. Kelly and Michael Jackson's music saw increases in streaming. Kevin Hart withdrew from his Oscars hosting job, but saw no decline in audience for his movies or his stand-up specials.